right here, everybody, and joining me in studio right now, someone who I have not seen in person for a very, very long time, particularly about 2 years and 12 days. Lasia Casil, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure to be here in studio with you. This is such a strange feeling.
I know. Well, you know, hopefully get used to it, because we'd love to have you back on as many times as we can, because you're doing amazing things for the community, punctuated by the fact that as executive director of the Hagtana Restoration and Revitalization Authority, I always get the R's backwards. I always say Revitalization and Restoration, but it's Hagtana Restoration Revitalization Authority. You're putting on the first Sirena Festival.
Yes.
That is amazing, I must tell you. I don't even know anything about it, and I'm in.
Well, you know, Sirena, Hagtana is the home to Sirena.
Sure.
Yes, we have the Sirena Plaza in Hagtana, and many of our local legends take place in Sirena. And that's the inspiration for this festival is, you know, we wanted to create something that celebrates our local legends and our stories and our matrilineal society. And what better than see Sirena?
Mm-hmm. How did you guys come up with the concept? Because, of course, under your tutelage, you know, Hagtana, our island's capital, and, you know, the location of so much rich history and culture in our heritage, where we come from, where we're going, obviously is going to be the centerpiece of that. But why did you pick Sirena, and how will you kind of thematically make activities and events get centered around that?
Well, part of the Hagtana Restoration and Redevelopment Authority's mission is to, you know, promote and protect and preserve our history. So this is in our mission statement. While we do have a lot of larger projects on the horizon, you know, to re-centralize the government and, you know, redevelop the city, we do have these small challenges that we want to bring, you know, to the city. Mm-hmm. Events. So this was inspired actually from, you know, I lived in New York for a long time. Mm-hmm. And I remember going to the Coney Island Mermaid Festival, which has been going on for 45 years. And
did you get a hot dog there too?
I did get back when I ate meat.
World famous.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And so, you know, going along with our mission, it only made sense that we celebrate Sirena. You know, we also have the legend of the maidens that wove their hair together to save Guam from the giant fish that was eating, and that took place in Hagtana. Mm-hmm. So we're bringing together a whole bunch of events to celebrate Sirena and our stories. We're going to have storytelling at the Guam Museum. Early in the morning, we're going to have a women's fishing derby, and that is sponsored by Shut Up and Fish Guam.
I love it. And
there'll be cash prizes for that. Mm-hmm. We're working now together with one of the businesses in Hagtana, Southern Mountain Gear, to organize a ceremonial paddle out. Mm-hmm. And then we're hoping to have a beach cleanup. So that's all the early morning activities. And then the Sirena activities start at 4 p.m. in Skinner Plaza. Mm-hmm. So we'll have a kickoff there. Kaha is having an artist market, you know, with different vendors all under the Kaha umbrella selling their items. We're going to have the first annual Queen Sirena crowned.
Nice.
So,
and whoever is crowned the very first one, I mean, that's a designation you can carry with you for life.
Yes.
I hope whoever wins that and her family put it on all social, put it on your LinkedIn profile, because that is something that, you know, everyone's going to want to know about.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
The governor's going to come down and hopefully read some stories. We'll have story time in the Guam Museum as well, mm-hmm. From 6 to 8. We'll have cowbell rides. Department of Agriculture is coming down, and they're going to be bringing the cocoa bird to share with people. What else do we have? We will have food trucks and a costume contest with cash prizes for the best mermaid outfit in several different categories.
Okay, now just for people, maybe the uninitiated out there, and there's a lot of young people who say like, oh, okay, Sirena, it's Guam's version of the Little Mermaid, you know, no, that's not it. You know, symbolically, you mentioned the matriarchal significance of Sirena, and, you know, just in Hagtana, you've got Santa Maria and Camelin right across the street, you know, literally. Right. There's such a strong, you know, it's International Women's Month too, such a strong sense of our reverence for women and females in Chamorro culture. Talk a little bit about that, because it's like, okay, she's a mermaid. Many people who learn Guam legends, that's the first one they learned, the legend of Sirena and everything like that. But to us, there really is a deep connection with who she is and what she symbolizes.
Yes, it really tells the story of the presence of women in our society. and how strong their influence is. You know, you have the mother of Sirena who tasked Sirena with, you know, chores to do during the day. And she kind of wanted to go out and play, and, you know, she had this very strong personality. She'd rather go out to the water, and she just didn't do her chores, and so her mother cursed her. But then we also have the godmother, who also plays a very strong part in our society, you know, who said, listen, Sirena, part of her belongs to me. And so that's how Sirena became, you know, her mother cursed her to turn her into a fish, and her godmother saved her, and so she became half fish, half woman. And
Nina saved the day. Well, at least in
Nina,
part.
Nina did save the day. And so that really, you know, it tells a story of just how much influence and the impact that women have in our matrilineal society. You
Absolutely.
know, in our society, pre-Spanish, women owned property. You know, they could move from family to family. They took care of the children, and still do. You know, very, very, you know, we now have a female magahaga.
Exactly.
Yeah, who took care of us for 2 years during this epidemic.
The future is Famalawan, as they say.
It
Yeah.
is. We do have an art contest as well that's going to be open to all the public and private schools.
We used to do this all the time when I was a little kid growing up on Guam Public School and everything. It was always like, okay, draw Sirena, learn how, and, you know, it would be like almost like a coloring book, right?
Right.
And it would say like, okay, Serena's tail obviously has to be a certain color, her hair has to be a certain color, and I mean, this was standard practice for Guam
I
kids.
won one of those contests when I was a kid.
Did you?
Yes, and I got like a gift certificate from Bank of Guam. I still have it.
Which is right down the street in Hagtana. So,
Yes.
so see, I think it's circuitous karma how you would now be in charge to lead this effort to bring back Sirena and, you know, celebrate her in the capital of the island. And this is the first annual, so I mean, this isn't just like a one-time shot.
We hope that this will, you know, continue every year and become a signature event for our capital city of Hagtana. You're really celebrating our culture, our stories, our legends, and you know, I gave you some information. I don't know if you have the graphic that you could post on your Facebook
We're also
later.
going to put it on Instagram so people can share that all over the place.
Great, yeah. There's information. We'll be posting it on our Facebook page, Sirena Festival Guam. We also have the Instagram page, Sirena Festival Guam. It'll show all the contact information. If you're interested in being in the pageant, you can call Gita and speak to Drick Castillon at 647-4332. If you're interested in the Women's Fishing Derby, please reach out to Shut Up and Fish Guam at 777-2459. We have the paddle out. Please reach out to Southern Mountain Gear at 477-4327. And if you're a Kaha artist interested in, you know, selling your goods, please reach out to Kaha. We have some great sponsors too, and we're still looking for sponsors, even media sponsors. Maybe you guys might be interested in joining us.
Sabrina would love to dress up as Sirena. She can enter the beauty contest.
Fantastic, Sabrina. You're hired. We have some great sponsors who.
Okay, we got about 30 seconds, so we
who've jumped in. You know, the Bank of Guam, Cassidy's Insurance, Addis Trust. And we also, you know, a lot of support from our sister agencies, Kaha, Gita, what's here? Let me see, 30 seconds. Guampedia, the UOG Press, the governor's office has, you know, been a big, strong support. The Hadza Foundation.
So obviously a lot of strong organizations with strong local roots really, really care about this. So yes. Lasia, we also care about you too. So thank you for giving us some of your time, and thank you for putting us to the event. Okay, we're gonna head to commercial break when the hotspot returns, everybody. But please, I could not let this segment go. Sing it with me. Si Sirena.
Oh, I love you.
Get up to the